So today I'm going to talk about three tools. One is TED, and second one is ThinkLink, and third one is Kurkiri Studio. I think these three are interactive tools, and we can use in any language, not only for English. Uh, in any subject, you can use these tools to prepare interactive content, and you can easily share the content to the WhatsApp and Facebook, any social media. And also, you can embed these content in your, if you have any blog, and you can also share these content in your blog, and you can ask your student and friends to interact with the activities and do the activities also. So first of all, I'm going to talk about TED. I think I'm going to share my screen. See, if you see that if you go to Google, you can type TED and just Google it. You have get lessons worthing, the TED and lessons worthing, and if you click on that, you have the screen. So TED, and you have that to discover, create, manage, and support. So if you see these four tabs, discover means you can see different type of videos what are there in the YouTube, and so create means using your own videos as well as the videos in the YouTube. You can use both videos, your videos and YouTube videos also. You can pick up the video from the YouTube and create some interactive lessons by giving some multiple choice questions, also fill in the blanks, and also open-ended questions. And you can attach some reading material like PDFs also. Everything you can attach to that video, and you can some discussion points also. You can create some discussion by sharing the video to others, and you can start discussion and make participate all the teachers and the students in a one way. Then it's another thing, it's manage means you can see your created lessons, and you created topics also. You can see in the manage. You know that support is the I think it's not useful for me. And if you see in the top of the corner, I think if you are new to the TED, here you can see that sign in or login button. So I will sign out, first log out, then I will show you. So if you see, like you can see in the beginning of the screen, discover, create, and support. Here you can see in the right side of the top corner, your sign in is there. You just click on that sign in. Then the screen will appear like this, and continue with Apple, continue with Google, and continue with Facebook. Or you can give another email ID if you have anything. If you don't want to log in with these three options, and you can give your email and you can continue like that. So I think everybody has Gmail account. So I think it's better to continue with Google. Then click on the continue with the Google. So here it will ask your Google account. You have to choose, suppose. So here you can get the apps and continue. Then you can go, can move into the main screen of the TED. So here you can see, then you have to create the option of create. Uh, Click on the option of create a lesson or student talk and educator talk. So if you click on create a lesson, you will get this search bar. So now we are going to create a lesson, an interactive lesson. Suppose if you have created a video, if you have prepared any video for any grammar topic or any reading. Suppose if you think it's a good story in the YouTube, and if you want to share the story with your friends and teachers by interlinking some concept questions or any open-ended, any short answer questions like that, you can search on the YouTube, and you can pick the lesson to create an interactive video. You can see here, suppose we can see that simple past tense. Suppose I will take a video related to the simple past tense. Otherwise, if you have the link, then directly you can paste the link on search bar, then you will get that. So if you see, when I click, when I click on, so when I type simple past tense, so here I have got so many videos. Then if you think if the videos are related to your lesson, then you can take the video. Suppose here I am going to take the lesson past simple tense. So because it's a 10 minutes video, then I can click on that. Otherwise, if you have your own video in your YouTube channel, and if you have the link, then you can copy the link and share it on the search bar. Then you will get the video here. Then you can click on the video, then it will give you this prompt message, then you can continue. See, once you clicked on the continue button, then you will get the lesson title. So lesson past simple, learn past simple tense English grammar course. This the title which was given by the creator or uploader. So it was the default, then we cannot change. And from the second, you can see let's begin and think is there. Here you have to start, let's begin, think, and dig deeper, discuss, and finally. So these are the tabs we can work on that. So first you can start the let's begin. So in the let's begin, if you are a new story, then you can introduce to your friends, introduce to your teachers and your classroom what is the story about. Or so here I am to type People understand a video about. So I gave the description. You can give the description up to, I think, 500 characters out there. Then you can click on save button. So it was saved. Then you can click on the think button. Here you can see, when you click on the think tab, you will see multiple choice question and open-ended questions. So it's your choice to prepare which type of questions you are going to ask you are going to frame on the video. So multiple choice questions or open answer questions. If you click on the question tab, then you see I'm going to click on the multiple choice question. So here you can see on the top is a question text, and means you have to give the question here, and options are there A, B, C, and D, and here you can add. I think if you want to add more answers, more choices like that, you can click on the plus button here. Suppose for the simple past tense, I am going to ask the question. Suppose if I want to general question. So here, which verb form do we use in the past tense? So this is the question for the video. Suppose here I'm going to give the option. Suppose V1 and V2 and V3. So here I gave three options. Here V1, V2, V3. So you know that the answer is V2. We use V2 verb form for the past tense. So just you can click on the answer. See here, A was in the green color, so means answer is the A. But if I gave the answer in the B, so in the B option, and I have to click here in the B option. So and you can see, and the in the D, I think I don't want to require the D option. So here you can see that there is a minus delete answer button is there. If you click on the delete, then it was deleted. You can see now I have only three options, A, B, C. So B is the correct answer. I gave the correct answer in the B tab. So I mark the B as a green, and also if I need any, I think if I want to add and one more option like that, suppose I will give, I just want to give none. So and I think this is the another thing we don't want. So I'm going to remove this option. And here you can see that the video hint, the video hint. So suppose if you ask any question in a story or in a video, so the viewers and the readers are facing difficult. I think if you think they face difficult to find the answer, so then you can give the hint here. You can set the video. You can see, you can set the video time. So here you can see 0.00 is the time there. So if you scroll on the I think moving this tab, then you will change the time. So if you think the answer was at the 23 seconds, or if the answer was at 1 minute or 1.5 seconds like that, then you can set this tab at the 30. Suppose I thought the answer was at 30 seconds, 33 seconds. So I think I set like this, then I save that. See, I saved the first question. So here you can see that which verb form do we use in the past tense. So this question, I think, then if you want to add another question, they can click on the add another. Again, it will ask what type of question you are going to create, or multiple choice question or open answer question. Like suppose another, again I want to create another question. Suppose second question, what is the what is the basic structure of simple, suppose past tense. Suppose this is the question, what is the structure of the simple past? Here you can give subject was plus verb people plus object. So I think this is the first option. Then you can copy, you can paste it here, and also you can paste it here. So if you click on change and v2, like here I gave the question, second question, what is the basic structure of simple past tense? So here I gave three options because of I need only three. So I gave three options, then answer is C. Then I am going to highlight the answer C, and I am going to mark C as green. So, and the D option, I don't want to need the D option. So I am going to delete the D because of I don't need that the the fourth option. Here I'm here. If you think there the answer, I think if you think the answer is difficult for finding, so then you can Set the video hint by adjusting the time of the video. Suppose the answer is at 1 minute. Answer is at 1 minute. I scrolled and gave the hint like this. Then I going to save the button. So uh, this is the way to create the multiple choice questions like that. You can give fill in the blanks also, because of if you give the answer is, if you give any fill in the blanks, you can give the options of answers in the different like that. And if you ask any open answer question, click on the add another. Here you will toss any question, because of it's a open answer question, it's a open-ended question like that. Then you have to write the answer on that. So here only the question tab will appear. So the third question I'm going to like describe your past actions. Describe your past actions. So like this, you can give the questions of open-ended questions like that. So you can add any, how many, I think if you want to add more questions, then you can click on add another, like you will get the prompts of multiple choice and open-ended questions. So in these two tabs, you can give open-ended questions and also fill in the blanks and multiple choice questions also. Here you see another deep digger is button there. So if you want to add some more material like that, if you want to give notes about that simple past tense, or if you want to add any worksheets like that, suppose, or if you want to create some other links, so Wikipedia like that, if you want to read, if you want to make your students read, or if you want to friends to search on the other links, like you can add the links here. And also you can create any image like that. Suppose if you want to add some support image, or if you prepare any notes like that, you can take into pics, then you can add the notes here. Suppose if you have done any um, past actions related project, so if you want to share the project with your teacher or friends, and you can add the image like here. So click on the image and you will get the uh, I think your desktop or file manager. Then you can pick the image to that, then you can click on that. And another button is that, so discuss, if you want to, so if you want to create any discussion like that, if you suppose there is a moral story, and if you ask question what will happen next, and what might be the reason for getting that problem like that, if you want suppose questions, and you can create and you can give the such type of question here. And you can suppose if you want to develop any chain based stories. Suppose if you gave something the first or second line, then if your friends want to add third or fourth lines like that, so like such type of questions you can give the prompt here. Then suppose if you want to write a story of past tense, yesterday, suppose here you wrote yesterday I wake up, yesterday I woke up at something, you wrote like this. Then your friend add another sentence like that, what he had done after woke up. So like you can add any discussion or any type of related questions to that video like that. Then finally you can add, finally means you can conclude the session by giving some any any type of notes. Here also you can give any type, share any links, and also you can share any image uh, like that, to make your students read, or make your friends want to read, want to show your work. Then you can add the pics, and you can give the any PDF. If you upload it to Drive, then you can add to the Drive link to your friends, and you can share using this by clicking the link. So here I'm going to uh, brief you one more time. So here once you logged into the edit, you have gotten a create button. If you click on the create, you will get uh, a search bar. Then you can paste your YouTube link or your any own video or from your channel or any other YouTube channel. You can get the video from the YouTube and you can paste it on the link, and you can click on that. Then you will appear the video what you have given the link or what you have going to search. Then you can get the video. Then you can click on the video. Then you will get this type of tab. Here you can see there are some tabs are there: lesson title, let's begin, and think, and dig deeper, discuss, and finally, like, you will get these tabs. And the lesson title is fixed, which was written by the uploader, so we cannot change the lesson title. Here you can say, you can give your description like that, what you are going to describe about the video, or what readers are your friends going to understand, how they are going to understand the video or the task. Though you have to describe here, this is a simple understanding video about the past tense, and like you have to write anything, or this is a puzzle we are going to make like that. Like you will give the brief introduction about the task what we are going to give. Like, then you can click on the think button, you can click on the tab think. Then you will get suppose question, they will ask the questions like multiple choice and open answer questions. So you can give any number of questions of multiple choice and open end questions by mixing the both. And once you gave the questions to the video, then I told you that dig deeper is if you want to share any extra material to the students, or if you want to give any clues, suppose, or any suggested material they want to read, or any links they want to visit. So you want that reader should read the video, read the link, and read the material like that. You can upload, or you can give the description to relate the video or activity in the deep digger, so they will read and understand the topic in a better manner. And the discuss is a discuss points like that. You can create any discussion regarding the topic or regarding the task. So you can give in the discuss tab, and finally you can conclude the concluding sentences like that, what was the task, what have to done, and what is the main theme for conducting the this task, or what are the objects of this task, why I gave like that. You can give different type of final points like that. Then once you thought it was done, then you can click on the publish. You can see here the button is publish button is there, publish and more. So you can click on the publish button. So the your lesson was published, you can see here. Then uh, when the moment you publish uh, your lesson, you have got this tab. How do you, how, and once the your lesson has been successfully published, and visit your activity page at any time to edit or share your lesson. So the lessons were stored in our activity page. I'm going to show you next. So in the activity page, you can edit or change anytime, or any number of times you can change the lesson. Then see, how do you want student to access your lesson? This is the one thing I want to tell you about. Here there are two options are there: require student to use studded accounts, or don't require students to use studded accounts. Here, if you click on the required, if you select this tab, the first one, require students to use studded, so they have to uh, uh, logged into the TEDed account, and they have a Gmail account. Otherwise, they can access the video. Otherwise, they cannot access the video. So if you click on the don't require students to use TEDed account like that. So if you click on this button, so students may not have the Gmail or TED account to watch or do the activity. So I think I'm recommended to. I think both are important, but if you give this, or if you select require student to use TED accounts, then you can suppose you can share your feedback to the student. Suppose who not yet understood the lesson or the concept, and who are not good at doing such type of activity, then you can give feedback to the students directly to the email account. So in the purpose, it is very very useful, and it is good thing to select required student to use studied accounts. But if your students don't have access the email, suppose their personal emails, so it would be better to choose don't require students to use TED. So if you click on that button, when you share your video to your students or to your friends, when they click on the link that you have shared, when I click on that, they will, the I think the task will ask you to enter their name only. Otherwise the task will ask them, so the link will ask them to enter the email. If you click on the first button, require student to TED accounts. So if you click on the second, don't require student to use TED accounts, they will only enter their name, nickname. So suppose my name is Rajesh, then I only enter the Rajesh, then I will do the task that. So it's based on you whether the students or your friends have Gmail, then it would better to use the first option. Or if your students or friends not have the Gmail accounts, the proper Gmail accounts, it would be better to don't require students to use TED, then share your lesson. So if you click on share your lesson, see here you can see the social media icons are there. Share the via lesson on Facebook and Twitter, and I think Tumblr and the WhatsApp, and you can send the direct email to the persons like that, or share any email. So you can give the emails, and you can any write the message send here, and then you can send it to one. So otherwise if you want to share the link directly and directly, so then you can copy the link. Here you can see that copy lesson link. So if you click on the copy link, then you can share directly to your WhatsApp groups. So I think you have the groups, then you can share on your groups like that. Once you have shared the lesson, so here you can see, once you have shared the lesson, suppose this was the lesson we have prepared just now. This is the lesson. So here these are the other lessons I have prepared earlier. Suppose if you have, suppose if you see the food fun, a basic video to teach healthy foods, I shared this lesson with my students. Here you can see here, suppose you have forgotten to share the video at the time of preparing, then you can uh, later you can, suppose you have created the lesson in the created tab, then the prepared lessons. So you can get the prepared lesson on the manage. Once you click on the manage, and then you will get the three options: lessons, discussions, and lessons and discussion. Two options were there. And if you click on the lesson, you will get the your activity page. You see here you can see viewed 0. So and started and view and completed and drops and publish it like that. If you click on all activity, you will get the whole videos, the entire videos what we have done so far. So you will get all the videos. So here you can see I have prepared some the lesson of you can see the we'll take one lesson, food lesson. You can see here some share button is there. Now you can share your lesson or edit if you want to edit. Suppose if you have done any mistakes, any some without any proper guidelines, then you can edit on that. And if you don't want the lesson because of it's not good one, then you can going to delete here from your activity phase. Here you can see review student work. If you click on that, if you click on that, you can see here, you can see the students who have done the task, done the, I think, answered the questions. You can see here, you will get one, your friend or your students, your friends done the task by giving their names, by giving their emails. You can see how many questions I gave. 8 questions are there. Here the K Prakash is completed only 7 questions, and Gopinath, oh, he has completed only 1 question. So in the questions, the 5 multiple choice questions, the correct and the first attempt, and I think 7 questions he answered the 5 questions like that. uh, 5 answers he got, and in the second person, he only one. Then open answer question is there, one by one he completed like that. You will get an overview of the task. I think you can see here how many of your friends got involved in the activity, how many of your friends have done this task so far like that. You have get the progress report of your student. Then you can see students response. Here the review button is there. So if you click on the review button, I think you see, you can see the on review button. So here you can see the K Prakash's answers. See what he gave, what he answered like that. Here you can see food makes us healthy and active. So I gave true or false. Then he, the K Prakash, uh, marked as true. Like you can see which questions he has done, and he has answered like that. Otherwise, if he has left anything, I think you have noticed it that why he hasn't answered this question. I think it's very easy why he hasn't. So like you can interact with the K Prakash, and you can see which questions he had answered so far, and which questions he hadn't, why he hadn't answered the questions like that. You can get the entire view of the task. Then you can understand that what are the difficult is there, what are the difficulties are there in the task, and you can review your task, and you can add some more notes to the questions like that, to do the task very easily and effectively. So you can see the questions, first question and second question, what he answered for the second question, and third question like that, 24th question. So you can see the person. Then you can send the feedback. And also if you gave, I already told you that you can see view answers for the K Prakash. I already told you that when I click on the review button, you will get the students answer. And here if you scroll down, the only 2 students for answered the question like that. So I gave only 2 students. And if you see, if you click on this scroll down button, if you have 30 or 40 friends are there, you will get all the friends names here who have entered their name. So you can click on, suppose if I want to ask the Gopinath question. So far I have observed the K Prakash questions. Now I'm going to see here he only answered 1 question. I think it's loading. So you can see your students or your friends answers in the activity page. So like. So I already told you that manage is, if you want to see your created videos, you should go to the manage and you should click on the lessons tab, and you will get the activity page, the left side of the I think screen, and here you can see the published videos, and is there any draft videos are there, and completed and started and viewed, like that. Here you can see how many viewers and watch the video, you can see here. So this is the uh, little bit, and I think brief info about the TED. So TED is I think very simple and useful tool, because of we need not any digital tools, and we don't need any extra skills to create interactive content. So this is the simple and the best to make YouTube videos or any videos in interactive way, use in your classroom with your students. Then you can simply upload to the YouTube, and you should come into the TED, login into the TED, then you can get the uh, interactive page. Then you can add questions, multiple choice questions, and you can add material and links to your videos, and it will useful to you that. So this is the TED. I think I hope you understand. uh, and the next, I think I'm going to uh, is there any, I think I will give you the chances. So I think I hope you will ask any questions related to that at the end of the session. And uh, I'm going to talk about the next digital tool. It's, I think it's very useful and good tool to all. And that one is that see, yeah, the next thing is that ThinkLink. I think you might have heard about that. I think ThinkLink is an interactive tool, and then interactive um, website also. You can create any interactive content like that. See in the TED is, you can see only create interactive videos. Here you can give interactive images like that. Suppose if you click on image, here you can see, here you can see, for my first grade children, I'm going to tell about the parts of a plant. So I have created this one, the image, and I can I think it's very easy for me to create a picture, and I think I can label the, this is the leaf, this is the stem, these are flowers. I think these are fruits, like that. I can easily, and I can easily label that one. Otherwise, I can draw a simple um, plant tree, and I can label that one leaf, fruit, stem, roots, like that. But I think it may not be effective, and it may not be interactive. So I think only students or children simply watch to the poster or the watch to the image, that's enough, I think. But in the video, I think in this website, in the ThinkLink website, and you can create the image, suppose in an interactive way. Here you can see the red colored plus hotspots are blinking, they are blinking. I think if you click on that, here I have placed at in the different parts of the picture. You can see here I have um, pasted one thing here and on leaf here and stem and also in flower. So if we click on the hotspot, you see if we click on that flower, there will appear any. So you can see that if I click on the icon on the hotspot, I think you call hotspot. I heard the flower is vocabulary. The word will appear here, and the image appears here, and also some a little bit of description is there. Flower helps in reproduction. So I think you have listened to the audio also for the description and also the word. What does it mean? So here uh, by setting these art spot the image, and you can make the image in an interactive into an interactive piece. So it is very useful to your friends, to your students, to click on the art spot. They can read in plenty of time. If they couldn't understand while watching any video or your lesson or doing something, an activity like that, and they can click on the hotspot button. They can interact with the image. They can read, they can answer, and they can understand in a easy way. And also it is a very good thing to read, and you can give audio to the vocabulary, and you can audio to the description to help the students to read, to understand the concept of the topic in a good manner. And you can see here there is a read along. You see icon is there. See, I think right side under the close tab, you can click on that. You can see if any child wouldn't read and wouldn't understand and wouldn't listen to the suppose you gave an audio but he couldn't understand your voice, he couldn't listen to your voice, then if click on the read along button, you see the description appears in a in a new tab. See here the description is flower helps in reproduction. You can see the word flower was highlighted in a box. Here you can see the play button is there. If you click on the play button, see here, I think the system automatically reads the sentence. So suppose if you unable to add the audio to your description, and it's a very helpful thing to the students to click the read along button. They can listen to the sentence, and they can understand the meaning or understand the see vocabulary pronunciation of the word. So this I think it's a very good thing to using this uh, ThinkLink website to create many interactive questions like that. Here you can see fruit, track the seed. I think uh, I was not at it. Share sound. I think share sound. Here you can see. Sorry.
Fruit. Fruit tracks the seeds.
Tracks the seeds. Like so, if you click on the button, see here you can see a massive reader. So if you click on the reader button and the system automatically reads the description, it will help the students to understand the sentence. Like it's for not only for these type of interactive image, is not only for the giving concepts related in a picture. Suppose if you take any isolate picture like that is the story. So if you want to make your learners or readers want to read the story, then you can simply took the story. I think you can make it, you can create such story in an interactive way. So here I'm going to talk about, I'm going to tell how we can prepare these type of interactive images. Here you can see for my second grade children, if they are uh, they're reading a lesson, when they are reading a lesson, if they want know the pronunciation of the words, how they can spell, how they can read. So here I can add hotspot. So reading hotspot is there to the picture. This is the direct picture. What I told you earlier. If you take any picture from your book, a textbook, so vocabulary related textbook or any story, if you take any picture related story, so you can directly took the picture story into the ThinkLink website. Then you can add hotspots to the picture, and you can add your voice, and you can give any other description like that. See, brushing,
Brushing. He is brushing.
like. So I gave another picture that will help the students to understand isolately the concept. So here you can see there are different type of pictures are there. So may children discard and may children concentrate on individual picture. So if I click on the brushing, suppose if the child click on the washing, so here the
Washing.
separate picture is there, washing.
He is washing.
So the word and the action I describe here. So like you can create any image into an interactive video. Suppose if you want to create a greeting card, or if you want to create a poster like that. Suppose that an interactive poster. Suppose if you prepared everything, yeah, if you add some such type of art spot like that, so you can share your voice with the poster also. Suppose something, only simply sharing the poster to your colleagues and friends. Suppose birthday wishes, you want to say the birthday wishes. So if you create any videos, or I think you send any emojis like that, any GF like that. But if you prepare a poster or a birthday poster or any invitation poster, like whatever it is, and if you create such hotspots on the picture and add your voice or your friend's voice or your parents' voice or your teacher's voice like that, or you can add any other images to the poster, to the picture, or you can add any videos to the picture. Suppose if by clicking on the hotspot, you can connect any video, any link, any other pictures to interlink with the picture. So this is the good thing to prepare and ThinkLink website. So here you can see there is a button, create button is there. When you entered into the ThinkLink website, you see you have to log in into that. They will ask you email ID. You have to create. So if you have any email ID there, I think you have already email ID. You can give your Gmail account. So you can see if you have um, if you have Gmail account, or if any email account, if you have, you can give and you can use the email to log in into that, and you have to create a new password for the ThinkLink website. Once you have logged into the website and into the page, it will appear like that, my content and 360 degrees library, users and groups like that. And here you can see the create button is there. Here you can create. See here, once you click on the create, and here they will ask you different type of uh, content what you are going to create. See blank canvas. So if you have your own image, create your own design, then you can click on the blank canvas. I think there will be a blank page will appear and image. So if you want to create an interactive image, like I have already showed you two examples, or if you want to create any 360 image or visual tour, so I think you might have avoid about the 360 images, and we can see the um, 360 directions of the particular place or any visual tour. If you want to suppose create a tour of the Indian culture, the Indian monuments like that, you can add like that. Or if there any the lesson related any holiday spot, if you are going to Hyderabad for an holiday, or if you're going to visit in the Warangal temple, Puduvai Stambal Gudi like that, and you can uh, took the image and you can share the image with Think Link, then it will automatically turn your win into a 360 degrees image. And also exhibition showroom are both I think and a map or aerial view and any infographic. So there are different type of VR experiences videos you can also create, and video and 360 video. If you have any video with a high definition, if you want to make the video into 360 degrees, then you can use the ThinkLink website and you can upload the video into the ThinkLink. Then you can make the video into 360 like by using this option like that, right? Like you have the different options in there, so you can use. Here I am going to talk about image, how to create an image. So I have to click on the image, then I continue and continue. Okay. Here you can see there is a prompt of drag and drop assets here to click the select files. So here you have to uh, give the image. So if you want to create an image like that, to make the image interactive, then if you take the image, you have to select the image here. You can see what we are going to talk about. I'm going to take any video of see. Suppose I'm going to take Golconda Port. You can see image. So this is I think this one. So just I want to, there's a lesson about the Golconda I think. Suppose assume that there is a lesson of Golconda port, then I just want to talk about the lesson by using the picture of Golconda and I want to make the Golconda picture as interactive. So I took the picture from the Google Golconda. So you can see here I'm going to take the saved picture into the Think Link. You see, I have got the picture here. Then you click on the picture, you will see. You can see here, you see the picture shows in a 360 way, in a 360 degrees picture like that. You can see like that. You see, I just took a simple picture, but you can see the picture appears like in a 360 way. So you can um, create the pictures like this into 360 degrees pictures like that. You can share the picture and to your friends, and you can uh, like you see. So here I took the picture. When you have get the picture in your activity page, if you click on the picture like that, you see, if you click on the picture, it will appear in a 360 way, in a 360 degrees. I think if you took the picture and if you click on edit, you will get this options like that. You see, this is the picture. You can see this is the picture, interactive picture in a 360 degrees way. So if you want to add some odd spots, suppose this is the place, if you think this is the king's assemble place or the resting, I think, so I'm going to add, here you can see, add text and media. Once you see, so if you want to create hotspot, earlier I showed you some hotspots symbols are there. When you click on the hotspot, you will get an image and description also. Like here, you are going to create such things in the add tag by clicking the add tag. If you click on add tag, if you click on add tag CC, you can see here there are so many options are there. So add text and media. So you can add text and you can add any media like that, and text label, and also you can add content to the from the website. You can suppose any embedded content you can add here to the text. So, and another thing, add text and media. So if I'm going to add, click on this thing, and you can see there is an uh, click add, the hotspot is there, appear here, and you can change the hotspot. You can place wherever you want, wherever you want, and you can share, place the hotspot here. Suppose you can place the hotspot here, you can place the hotspot here like that. So if I want to place the hotspot here, then I can click here, then I can add text and media to the hotspot. So what you are going to interlink with the hotspot, here you have to write here. So in this title, suppose uh, is name called, suppose what do you call the place, like mm, so rest area, you can see the rest area. So what is the description? So the king used, the king, the description for the area is the king used to take rest here, like you can see rest area. I think the rest area. So this is the rest area. Here you can see the any URL. If you want to add any URL to the link, then it will appear. or image. If you add any image to that, suppose if you want to make the image in the close, and if you add the image, suppose Golconda Fort, you can see here I uh, add the image like that, the rest area. So you can add plenty of images like this. You can add more pictures, and you can add two or three related to the hotspot. And if you want to um, share more, you can attach more pictures to that, or upload audio. So here you can give your voice, you can attach your voice mm, to make the learners more interactive, like to make your friends to get stick on the content. So you can add any audio related that, or if your children face difficult, if you think like that they are unable to read this, or they can't read they understand the sentence like that, if you think, then you can upload you can video. Otherwise, I already told you that there is a reader option is there, so it will read when they click on the button. I think it's in a another American or Britain slang. I think they may not understood the slang of the system. Then it would be better to upload your own video. Then they can feel that their teacher or their friend, I think, talking to them, explaining to them like that. Then you can click on the close tab. Here you can see that the hotspot is there, and you can change the hotspot. See, whenever you want to, suppose click on this. If you want to change the icon, so you can see when you click on that, there are the plenty of icons you will get. Suppose it's in a picture, you want to relate any other picture, you can took picture icon, or it is any music. Suppose when you think about the Golconda Port, or suppose the restroom, the king used to listen a particular audio, a particular song like that. You can add like that, or it's any place you can use an, I think, location symbol here, or like is I think the hotspot is any, you want to link any video to the hotspot, you can add the video button here. Like you have, see, if you want to read something, and if you want to say something like that, you can give the numbers to the hotspot, and you can give the icons of the social media icons are there. So it's depend upon the content which you are going to do and which you are going to prepare. It's depend upon you and what type of content you are interact with the picture. And the first you decide that one, then you can create, then you can change the icon like that. if it is if it is okay, if I want to change that it has some pictures like that to the picture, then I can change. Then once you click on the picture, then that will give you in a different colors. See, it will ask which type of color do you want, which color do you like. Suppose it's a red, green, yellow like that. Like you can see, other if you click on another icon there, see, if I click on another icon, if I need yellow, then I will take yellow. If I need white, red, or any green, and you can choose the multiple colors. Like suppose if I need only green one, then it's okay. Then see, the it appears the green. Like you can move the hotspot uh, in the different location, I think. So like that you can prepare different type of hotspot like. So so another hotspot, if you want to create another hotspot, you can add something, then automatically hotspot appears on the picture, and you can took the hotspot. When the hotspot was on the picture, you just click on the hotspot. If you click on the hotspot, then the add text and add text label will appear there. If you click on the add text, if you click on the hard text, then the content page will appear. So you can write, you can give the title of the content, and you can give description. You can add any other account info, so they can click on that. So you can share the link here, and I have already told you that you can add images to the picture to more interactive, and you can also add audio to make the learners to listen and understand to the content. So once you have done, and you have, suppose I have clicked the done here, and you can see done the picture is. See, when the picture is moving like that, then you can see the hotspot is there. If you click on the hotspot, you can see the rest area. The king used to take rest here. So if you click on the immersive uh, reader button, it will appear. I think see here the sentence is here. The king used to take rest here. Then the play button. When you click on the play,
The king used to take
so
rest
the
here.
system will automatically reads the sentence, and it will help the learners to understand and uh, to the sentence. Like you can share interactive images. I think like once once you have shared the content, once you have created the content, I think you know that when you click on the button, there will be sharing button is there. So when you click on that share button, you can share here. Blue color icon is there. You can share, and when you click on share button, you can see the share the link or embedded media. Suppose if you have any blog, if you want to embed the content in your blog, then you can copy this embedded code, and you can paste the embedded code in your HTML text, HTML description. And if you want to share the link, so you can get the link here, and you can share the link. Or if you want to publish it to social media, and you can do it from this tab. Like you have different type of icons will appear there. You can click on the icon, and definitely it will share to the or WhatsApp group like that. So this is what about interactive content which is available, and you can prepare easily and interactively using the ThinkLink website. I think it would be better. Suppose here, see, I have prepared an Andaman. You can see that uh, Andaman is there, the lesson for the 7th class. You can see I have given different type of hotspots is there. It's a location, what this one is. You can see it's a cellular xyle. Like I have given 3 or 4 pictures about the cellular xyle. Um, I have gave, you can see like, and this is the icon, home icon I used. What about the Andaman and Nicobar Islands? Here I have given, here I gave other description uh, related which was there in the textbook. Like if they click on hotspot, they will read, they will interact with the picture. And he also here I add video to the this image. So you can see the YouTube video. So there is one paragraph about scuba diving in Andaman Islands. So I think I found a good videos about scuba diving in YouTube. So I have took the video, and I have linked the video with the picture. So I make this picture when my students or learners observe the picture, they can easily uh, see, they can easily understand about the Andaman Nicobar Islands by clicking the different type of hotspots. Suppose what the place is, suppose what is this place, what is this area, what I can find in this area, like that they can see. And I think it's a great visual experience to the children, as well as with an interactive mode, and they can see a picture in a, I think in a handy, they can use the in experimental way, what should be here. I think it's an create some interest among the students, what should be here. I think like that, what is this place. I think it would be great experience to the students while compared with the textbook. So I think it's better to use to create the content using ThinkLink. And also suppose you have different type of options is there. So you can once I recommended to visit the website, log on that, and you can use, and you can see the different options what are there in the website. And you, I think interlink with the textbook content, then hope you find the good things, and hope your textbook make interactive, I think. So this is what about the ThinkLink that I'm using to provide some interactive content to my students to their lessons, like so this thing. And third thing, the third tool I'm going to talk about, Kurki Studio. So far, I think we have listened to the and discussed about TED. TED is a simply and interactive video tool. So you can create simply some interactive videos by picking the videos from the YouTube or any YouTube lessons prepared by you from your channel also. And second thing is ThinkLink. I think you are uh, making notes. I think if I have any doubts, you can log on to my blog www.rosclassroom.com. That's just you can Google it, you will find that, and you have different type of content. And I have a post is there. If you see, in recently I have written, I have wrote. Let's see, Rod's Classroom. Rod's Classroom. You will get the creative teaching activities and ideas description. Once you click on that, it will redirect to my website. Sorry. You can see recently I have posted, see, simple see, I have written a post, simple, fun, and creative writing activities. Sorry, not this one. The free digital educational tools to create interactive content for online teaching and learning. So you will get this post, and you can see in the post I have shared you, I think 5 or 6 free tools. Here you can see Kurkuri Studio, ThinkLink, and TED, and the Sound Site JS, and also storytelling StoryMap JS, I think. Yes, Timeline JS and StoryMap JS, and Edpuzzle. Edpuzzle also is another tool, another tool to make the video lessons in an interactive way. You can also ask questions while playing the video, while watching the video. And meanwhile, then your readers and interact with the videos and to make the lesson effective and fruitful. Then, so you can visit my blog later. Now I'm going to talk about Kurkuri Studio. See, Curriki, Kurkuri Studio. I think it's just I think many of you aware about the H5P. I think I hope the answer is yes. So it is very useful though who have already experienced the H5P website and H5P tools. The H5P tools are same. Here also the activities also same. But in the H5P, you have noticed that the most of the tools move to the premium website, and you have to pay for that. I think one or two tools were there only for free. I think only flashcards and preparing some questions like that. Here we can see the whole type of. I think I have uh, mm, talked about the TEDed and ThinkLink also, and you can do the both activities in the Kurikuri Studio. I think, but it's a little bit slow, but it's very good. I think I don't know whether it works in the mobile or not, but I truly recommend it to the teachers. It's a very good tool, and you can create the plenty of interactive questions, interactive images, interactive slides, interactive presentation, mind maps and videos, whatnot, and everything you have to create in the Kurkuri Studio. So once you uh, logged into the website and you have to log in. So I think I have already registered in the website. I think definitely I directly entered into the creating page in my project page. If you see, in the page here, see, I think the server is very slow. That's what I have already told you that. I think it's a little bit taking time to reload the page. So you need patience to work on the Kurikuri Studio because of I think it's in the updation version. I hope, but the options are still very good, and every content you are going to talk. I think prepare the content, and there is a demo video or there and a demo what it is demo task also there. I think so you can easily understand the task and you can easily understand the preparation of the content and the preparation of the task by watching the video or watching the demo also. You can see, I think it's loading. I hope so far you have any doubts, you can share your doubts in the chat box. I try to share my views if I have any see, once you logged into the website of Kurkuri Studio, I think my network is slow or otherwise the server is slow. I couldn't understand. See here, the my project page is there. I have 3 or more projects so far I created. See, I couldn't understand that. Here you can see, first of all, if you want to create any content, any interactive content, this is also you can see this can also uh, share in the social media like WhatsApp and Facebook. You can share the content, and also you can embed the content in your blog if you have blog. uh, you can share the content and can embed the content in your blog also. The first of all, you should create an ad project. Suppose here I am going to show you the ad project. So if you click on the ad project, you have get this tab. You can see create new project name. You can give the project name of suppose um, the project name is suppose the workshop. So you can change the picture for this workshop, for this project. So if you want to change the picture, you can get the pictures from the pixels, or you can upload your own picture by clicking this option, upload a photo from your computer, and you can click on that. Then you have code, and you can give the description about what is the project is related to that. I think it's not going to I think it won't share with others. It is for your sake of understanding. When you upload so many content, when you prepared so many interactive tasks in the Kurkure Studio, so if you want to get the content, the past prepared content, so the description, when the description will help you what was there, and picture will help you that suppose help you to get the content. Suppose if so again I want to write about this prescription like just workshop and the create project. So once you created the project, you can see here the project will appear like that. Suppose recently I have created the workshop, so I just want to click on the project. So once you click on the project, you can see, so you can see that the workshop project is there. Here exit previous mode, preview mode, and share the project. So if you want to share if you have created different type of contents, it's here, and uh, you can share the entire the project like here. Is there any playlist? Okay. So once you click on the workshop project, and you have to create a new playlist. So you have to create a playlist. Suppose you know very well in the YouTube or any media, I think we separated the content in different playlist like that. Melody songs, like old songs like that. You have created some playlist like that. Here also you can create any. You should create the playlist. Suppose suppose flashcards. Suppose flashcard. Sorry, I think flashcard. Suppose this is the playlist. Suppose add the playlist. So here you can see here no resources added in the playlist. Suppose if you once first you first step, what we have done, first we have created a project. So you gave the project name and description. Then in the project, if you click on the project, you have to create a playlist. So once you created the playlist, in the down of the playlist, you see add new activity button is there, tab is there. If you click on the add new activity button, you can see here you have get a different type of create a new activity. So there are the 4 steps to preparing the activity. First, you should pick an activity type, what activity you are going to prepare, and then select activity. So you have to select the activity, and you have to describe the activity, and you have to build the activity like. So there are the 4 steps involving in each and every task uh, to preparing in the content. So you should first pick the, yes, here the pick activity task is there. So in the activity, so there is the different type of options is there. Suppose audio, if you want to create any listening tasks, suppose if you want to make your children's drill in a phonetic section. So if you want to make children's to read the vocabulary, if you want to make children to respond to their reading, so they record their reading, they're recording their voice, and they can listen to them how they read, I think, the sentence or story. Like you can create such type of audio related task here. And informational, you can see you can create any informational content like that. And you can create any photo related content. If you want to make any photos to make interactive, like already I have told you that in ThinkLink, if you want to create such type of interactive images, you can do it. Any multimedia, suppose you can use prepare any multimedia content, and you can use any questions, and you can use any STEM, so maths also, to prepare GeoGebra. So if you are using, if you want to create any GeoGebra maths lesson, mathematical lessons, and definitely it will use, because of so many students are here. And I think it's not only for language session. I think if you want to create any content in the other subjects also, and definitely see, the one thing is clear, that technology is not meant for the only one subject. So you can use, it has diverse concepts, and you can use the content in a different way also. Suppose if I want to suppose create some questions, only I just want to create some questions like that. Suppose filling the blanks like. So select activity. So I have clicked on the question tab. Here see, you can create different type of questions. Not only in the, I think in the TED we have only option for that, only multiple choice questions, or open-ended questions, or any descriptive questions like that. Here you can see arithmetic quiz. You can create any arithmetic quiz. You can create fill in the blanks. You can create any questionnaire, and you can create advanced fill in the blanks. Means you can give the feedback for each and every question, every blank, and mark the words. And word find, see here you can see word find is a good thing. I think we have different type of activities in the textbook, like in a puzzle we have to find the vocabulary. Suppose there is a puzzle related to cricket, you can given a 9 by 9 12 by 12 square, they can ask the children to find the vocabulary related to the cricket. And any interactive essays or any personality quiz they can prepare, and true or false question, and question set, and dialogue codes, and drag text. Oh, see, you have, that's what I'm saying, that this is the best tool. And single only listen in the I think section, in the activity, you have find different, I think 11 or 12 type of activity questions are there, I think. And is every time we are asking only a multiple choice questions, or the filling the blanks, or you cannot say that I think the learning is good in a way. Suppose in the website, I think you can see, if you give a question, if you give a fill in the blanks, when your student or your friend answered the question, they can automatically, at the time of the answer, or in the task itself, they can check, he or she can check whether he wrote the right answer or not. So it is happening in the website. So I have clicked on the fill in the blanks, because one thing I'm going to talk about you because of its good thing. Suppose uh, here you can see I'm going to talk about Golconda, about fill in the blanks, fill in the blanks. So the title, fill in the blanks. See, subject is, suppose language arts means English, and 14 to 16 grades, you can choose that, or you can, I already told you that you can take any related picture, you can upload the picture. Otherwise I am going to continue. Once you have clicked on the content button, continue button, you will see the actual task is here, the fill in the blanks. So here the description is there, task description should be there, and add text block and add range and text behavioral. You have got different type of options there. Here the description, fill in the missing words, fill in the missing words, already description is there. If you want the change description, then definitely you can change by clicking on that. If you click on that, and there will text box will appear like this, then you can change. Okay, fill in the missing words, easy to okay, and then you can come into the next box is the line of text. Here you are going to give the answers to the give the questions to the blanks here. Here the first blank I am going to give you. When you click on that, you see the first one, Golconda Fort is located in the Hyderabad. Suppose you can see, Golconda Port is located in the Hyderabad. See here my first blank is there. I think suppose if you want to ask a question, suppose if you want to uh, make it a fill in the blank question. Suppose my question is that my blank is Golconda Port is located in the dash city. Suppose dash city. If you see the dash city, city, like if you dash city. So if you need the answer is Hyderabad, if you want your friends or if your students want to write the Hyderabad, then you have to hide the Hyderabad word, the city name. Or if you want to uh, make your learners to write Golconda, you have to hide the Golconda. So here I want to make my learners, make my students write Hyderabad, then I'm going to hide the Hyderabad. So if I am going to place the blank in the place of Hyderabad. So when you have given the total sentence, the total blank, Golconda Port is located in the Hyderabad city. Here if you wrote like that, have to put the Hyderabad, see, between the star marks. See, you can see, you observe, you just observe this. Here I make the Hyderabad between the star buttons, if you see that, if you see. So if you wrote the entire sentence like that, then you have to mark the blank and you have to place the word in between the stars. Otherwise, it won't shows the otherwise it won't show the blank. It shows as it is same what you have written, what you have wrote like. And second one, it was suppose it was built in the year, I don't know the exact year. Suppose I am going to 1600 like that. We don't think. So like I make the 1600 in between the quotes. Just a second. Sorry for. Sorry for the disturbance. Just a minute. Okay, once you have done that, then you can save and exit. I think if you want to give 3 or 5 questions, it's okay. You can I think you can give up to 10 questions. I think otherwise, after 10 also, I think it will take. So once you have given like this, yeah, one, two, like you can add the n number of questions. Then you can save and exit. The text here, here also you have to write. Uh, fill the blanks. Okay, like this. Fill the blanks. Okay, like you have to see. So once you have completed that, and you will see, you can see the preview of that, and I think the network is very slow. You can try in your at your home, and if you have any doubts regarding that, definitely you can share. I have my WhatsApp number is there with Sampak sir, and you can ask me and you can call me anytime. And if you have any doubt, I will tell you the personally. And otherwise, I will share in your groups if you have any group like that. And definitely, uh, I think the network is slow to show you the preview of the task what we have done so far. So here, this is the Kurkuri Studio. This is very good tool, and definitely, if you explore this website, you have get different type of activities, different type of interactive content. You can going to prepare, and you can easily share the content with the WhatsApp and other. You can, you can see in the preview. If you click on the preview, here you will get the blanks what you have prepared the task. Okay. So I think network is slow. I think this is the session about few of interactive tools like TEDed, the ThinkLink, and Kurkuri Studio. I recommended the use ThinkLink and Kurkuri Studio uh, to prepare different type of activities. See here, it was loaded. Golconda Port is located in, I think, in Hyderabad place. There is a blank, and also it was built in the year of there is a blank. So, like if you make a word hide, and you should place the word in between the star symbol, then you definitely will get. Suppose if I get 16, then you can check whether it is right or wrong. So definitely it's an onboard interactive, and you will get the answers on board, and you can retry that. Uh, you can retry if you wrong that. So definitely these are the good tools, and ThinkLink is a good tool, and also you can do everything in the Kurkuri Studio. If you experience it in the Kurkuri Studio, definitely it's you can do miracles in the Kurkuri Studio. Definitely, this is the lesson. Thank you all. Thanks to I think it's a very long session, about 1.5